Sorry, I just need to get my reference there.
No, no problem.
Apparently my messages have been blowing up since I sent my buddies, like, the comic.
Yeah, no, this is that guy's henchman, apparently. I got them confused.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then that means I probably got them confused then, too.
Yeah, because I think originally, you got him, and then John was like, oh, this guy? And I was like, that must be who he's talking about.
Yeah.
We have only seen a hilarious review of Tokyo Revengers. Which I would definitely suggest that you watch. I will bring it up. It's absolutely hilarious. Ash says her favorite ship is Kisaki X dying the slowest, most painful death possible.
Amazing.
Yeah, so this and the part 2 of this are what we've watched. This is all we know of Tokyo Revengers. This review is too funny. We could never actually watch the real show.
Yeah, pretty much now.
Also, I heard the protagonist is absolute shit, and it looked like it from everything I've seen.
Yeah, from what I've read, he kind of bothers the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I really don't like watching shows where I have to just completely ignore the main character. But I guess technically, maybe they're not... I don't know how much screen time they actually get.
They get a lot.
Do they get a lot? Damn it. All the other characters are doing something. Why is this fucker on screen?
He starts doing stuff towards the end, or where they're at right now, at least.
You watched both parts? Okay, awesome. Yeah, this is all we've watched of Tokyo Revengers.
I feel like I couldn't go vanilla.
Yeah, no, not after that. Mm-hmm. Not after watching that fucking masterpiece.
That shit was too fucking good.
So what sort of saber is this?
Right.
I'm gonna make that joke every fucking time.
I noticed.
Oh yeah, I should probably change this. It's pretty accurate. Nice.
Mikey, take a seat here at the roundhouse table.
Yeah, right. Put Mikey at the table. That shit is too funny.
I mean, I already was wanting to do a video about Doflamingo. Mike, take a seat here. Take a seat. Fucking love it.
Does this game play similar to the other games? Or?
Yeah, they do actually. It plays very similar to Dragon's Crown. It's also it's a 2D side-scrolling game.
Okay.
They also have a 2D RTS game.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was okay. I don't know if I would recommend it anymore. I enjoyed it because it actually had an interesting plot and fun characters. I just don't know if I would recommend the gameplay, because it's like, I don't know how to put it.
Kind of miserable to play?
No, I didn't have a miserable time. I just don't know if I would compare it to... Because since it's an RTS, you're going to compare it to other RTSs, and I just don't think that's, like, a good comparison.
I gotcha.
Like, it tried to do something very different with the RTS thing, because it's a 2D kind of thing. You're on, like, a weird...
It's like Patapon. Patapon is a weird RTS game.
Yeah. It's got, like, it is like in a 2D environment, so it's, like, on a tower, and then you have different types of magic and different types of minions and things like that. So, like, they all do different things, and you get to pick which ones you want to use, like, get into. Like, if you're in...
Sounds like a Flash game. What's this game called?
Grim Grimoire.
Oh, that game. Okay. I didn't know that was an RTS game.
Yep, RTS.
I just know the game exists.
RTS game with time travel. as a central plot point, which actually makes sense. After you, it's like one of those, because it takes place in like a magic school.
Okay.
And your character is constantly getting into shit they shouldn't be getting into.
Gotcha. Yeah, I only know about this game because it's published by Nippon Ichi Software. So
Yeah.
I used to be a big fan of like all their games. I would try to buy the majority of them.
Yeah, I still own the game too.
Yeah, I've seen it on the shelf. I used to have more of their games, but I sold them a while back. They weren't worth anything. Most of them weren't, at least at the time. So I was like, I don't need to keep these.
Yeah, I don't imagine that game is worth anything either. It's just, again, I found that game to be a lot of fun, and it's by a company that I really liked. So character designs were cool. The idea of the way they do the RTS makes sense. At least for how they tried to say this is how magic works. The way you do magic is you have people who make mana for you, so you can do magic.
That makes sense.
So like,
Yeah, now you can get a sealed copy for like $40.
yeah, I'm not shocked. Yeah, it's not. Again, I don't expect it to be expensive.
Yeah. Oh, there's some sort of version that comes with a soundtrack and a DVD though that is much more expensive.
Just a DVD? Huh.
It has a soundtrack with it too.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. But yeah, still, I remember I was back to Tokyo Revengers. I was absolutely shocked when I learned that there was time travel involved in that. Speaking of time travel,
Yeah.
because just anything I had seen, just I was like, oh, this is just a gang fighting anime. Okay,
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, this is a random time travel that's kind of like erased, kind of with some other stuff.
It was funny.
It's like, what?
Yeah, it was funny too
It's
because
very unnecessary.
yeah, because I was reading it and for a little bit here and there, I was like, oh, it's Tokyo Revengers manga. It's got some. It looked. I legit thought it was like just an old manga that they were finally like scanlating, and
Yeah, because it just feels like an old gang fighting manga.
Yeah, because it felt like it, and then
That's what it looks like.
And then it just suddenly talks about like, oh yeah, there's time travel. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold up. Something ain't right.
Oh, Ash says, honestly, Takamichi is just one of those MCs that you either like or hate. He never gets physically stronger, but his main strength is his willingness to fight for his goals, even when he himself doesn't have the ability to win on his own. Some people find it admirable, some people find it stupid. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Those characters there are characters that can do that, and they can do that very well. It's just that when the character is written in a way that you're just like, I cannot care about what they're doing, sort of thing. If that makes sense. Like,
I've just heard it was very popular sentiment that this character is very unlikable.
Yeah,
so.
It's like if I can get behind what they're trying to do, or if like their like not even their motives, if like what the way they go about doing things, if it makes sense that a person would make these jump to these conclusions and things like that, then yeah, I'm usually going to be more like on board with what's going on in the story. But if it's like one of those things where it's like, all right, they're making dumb decisions and I can't really relate to why they're making these dumb decisions, then I'm going to usually be
because it also depends on like how actually like much like plot agency they have. You know what I mean? Like I guess since this is time travel and fixing it, technically they do a lot, quote unquote. So,
but to be fair, time travel is such a hard, what do you call it? Story, like, what do we want to call it?
Plot device.
Plot device. Thank you. In general, to get right. So again, I can't. Since I legit haven't actually seen them use the time travel, I've only seen through this review. And
I've only seen anything through this review.
And from
like I said, I didn't even know there was time travel until I think this review.
Yeah, so the way that I've kind of come to grasp the time travel is that it's pretty selective. Like he can't like choose where he goes back to. He just kind of has to like go back and then just kind of deal with wherever he lands. Is that right? Is my assumption correct there, Ash?
Let's see. She's talking about from earlier. She says she prefers many of the side characters to him, but he's not bad. Okay.
Yeah, I just remember it was like something with his brother let him time travel. In that review, it mentioned that.
Again, I just want to make sure I understand this. If the time travel is limited, then it makes sense that he would be a bit more cautious in how he uses it. Or if he just doesn't know the range of how it works.
I'm just thinking of the last show we tried to get into that had a protagonist that we hated.
Which was that?
That book one.
Oh,
it was like the first episode. We couldn't stand that little girl.
Yeah, I feel like I might be able to stand Takemichi more than I could stand that fucking book girl. Like
that book girl was so miserable in that first episode. Like, I really am not gonna ever go watch more of that. I know. Apparently, I think it calms down. Didn't Corbin say like he just skipped a bunch of episodes?
Yeah,
he's like, no, I just straight skipped the first X episodes. Someone told me it just got good here, and I'm just like, you know. Like, that's kind of like a red flag on if I should even watch the show half the time.
Makes me think of Saber, you know, like anytime I hear books now. Mm-hmm. Saber made me hate reading.
Damn, it's true. He smashed the reading rainbow right in half.
I did.
That was it.
It was it. It was fucking game over at that point.
Let's see. Time travel's limited. You can only travel to a certain day 12 years in the past or 12 years in the future. For example, if it's currently January 1st... okay, so he'll just go 12 years from whatever day he's in. Okay, that's interesting. John chiming in, Saber made me hate literacy. Damn.
It's true.
John wishes he could become illiterate now.
It's so true, though.
If only. How's it going, John?
For all of you wondering what the fuck I'm drawing, by the way, it's from Princess Crown. It is a very old Sega Saturn game that was actually one of the first games Vanillaware worked on, the company that made Odin Sphere, Muramasa the Demon Blade, Dragon's Crown. All those fun games.
Ah, okay. So, Ash, like, so if he needs to fix something on the second, but fucks up, he can't go back and fix it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so basically, like I was saying, just 12 years only from the exact day, it seems.
Yeah, again, I don't know. That time travel, like, I told you about how, like, World Ends With You, Neo did time travel really well. Mm-hmm. Because he can only do one day. I feel like you really want to limit your time. If you're doing...
Well, I mean, technically they can only do the one day, I guess. Well, when they time travel. It has to stay there, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Is what they end up doing.
Yeah, and then he's the only one who knows what happened during that time period.
So, my thing is, like, even if it is good, I've still got good anime I have to watch that's like 20 plus years old.
No, don't get me wrong.
So if people are still talking about it 20 years from now, I'll watch it.
You're talking... Okay, sorry.
What?
I was still talking about World Ends With You, Neo.
Well, I was talking about... Because we're just generally talking about Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah.
You're just referencing one part of the game for this conversation.
Yeah, which is time travel. Which I think you should just... If you're going to do time travel, make it as limited as possible. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm usually just not the biggest fan of time travel much anymore. It's like, you know.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
John says if I was illiterate, I could have billions of TikTok dollars by now. Getting older made time travel so mundane. Yeah, right, exactly.
It's just so boring now. I'm so old.
Yeah, also time travel usually is like the way it's always used in as a plot device, it always is like, yeah, it always brings up that idea of like, you know, like, oh, the past is better somehow.
Time travel also is just hilariously easy to get bad. Let's see. Actually, I do recommend it. But it might not be you guys' thing, which is understandable.
Yeah, like again, like it's probably fine. We just have so much, like we have a very limited amount of shows we can watch, like time to watch them.
Plus also like most I need to be like super on board with a show if I'm going to get into it. You know what I mean? Like if I have any like hesitation in like a show, I would probably say, nah, I'm probably better off not watching it. Is my usual go-to for anything really. Like, I don't know, like when we had hesitation for Saber, like we should have probably just stopped right there. Is a good example. I don't know.
Like it doesn't seem bad. It just, yeah, like I said, I probably just wouldn't be that into it. I might be like, all right into it, but
well, again, I
almost never watch anime if we're not watching it on Sunday.
But also, like another thing I have, it's not against Tokyo Revengers. It's not finished.
Oh, that's true.
As a manga, and
I definitely don't like getting into stuff that isn't finished much anymore.
It's not even like it's not because I want it. It's an investment. Is not the reason as much as it is just like I already don't really care much for these like characters in this type of genre, even if it's good. And now I have to like wait for it to like kind of be going, and then I'll just be like, oh my god, when is it?
Actually, the videos we watched are a pretty good summary though, so yeah, like it seems, you know, like it doesn't seem bad. Just again, like you said, I didn't even think about that. I forgot it's not finished. Like, so you have no idea when it'll be finished, and then you know the anime never comes out, so you have to go read it or you forget about it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and then like that's like the same people usually use for the reason why they don't go watch or read One Piece is because it's not over yet, or it's not finished, or it doesn't look like something they might even be into. It's kind of like how I feel about Tokyo Revengers. It's like where it looks cool and all, but like I just don't know if
I think if I'm gonna watch a delinquent fighting anime, I want to watch that fucking that the old 80s one, with the school. You know, was it Sakigake Otoju High or whatever?
The one where like the do,
yeah,
sore, shimata.
That one? Yeah, I want to watch some straight up, yeah. Kanashimi miru. I love that song. I want to go to the source. They cut the feels but upped the comedy. Yeah, definitely. John says Matt's new favorite show is Girlfriend.
It's true. It's so true. Look, man, like I was mad, honestly, when I saw that because I was like, man, you're going to come up to me and tell me a show with that premise is bad? I'm shocked. I'm hurt. I'm viscerally upset because that sounds fucking hilarious.
It sounds funny, but I would probably get so annoyed and just tired of the fan service.
Yeah, no, same. Because, like, again, you're going to give me such...
If this was just 90s level Tenchi Muyo fan service, not that bad.
If Rumika Takahashi wrote that story, I'd read it. Because that's something that she would do.
Like, yes, this definitely does. That one character he was comparing to Shampoo was fucking hilarious. Yes, that seemed very much like that. There would be a character who fucking camps out in someone's yard like that.
Yeah. Because, yeah, like this, I'm just reading, I'm on paper, this sounds great. But it's, in practice, it just probably is terrible. And it makes me viscerally angry because it's like, you're going to have this great fucking concept and you're going to just throw it in the fucking garbage. Just disgusting.
Yeah, because it does sound like funny. Just again, it would be so much fan service, I'd get tired of it.
Yeah, and then probably imagine there's probably going to be more girls that show up eventually, and then you're just going to be like, you don't need more girls. You need to make just as many jokes as it is with these three.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
This will be even worse Nisekoi with more fan service. I'm feeling with the two girlfriends, you know?
Yeah, but like, at least with the so okay, the reason why I would prefer this over Nisekoi is the comedy from Nisekoi is that same bullshit comedy of misunderstandings.
That's true, yeah.
And they even said that the comedy for this one is not about the misunderstanding, it's about the oversharing.
Gotcha. Yeah, and how everyone's just way too fucking stupid.
Yeah, they all share one brain cell.
Actually, yeah.
So like,
okay. Yeah.
So that's where I'm like,
I can feel you on that.
I'm like, well, no, I'd rather watch this because Nisekoi is just going to do the same fucking thing.
You know what? I don't want to watch Nisekoi either.
No. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I don't either. But like, that's where I'm coming from.
I gotcha.
Like, they're very different because the plot, the structure is from Nisekoi is very like mid 2000s. Like,
that's true.
Misunderstandings
really
is what drives the comedy, and I don't really want to do misunderstandings because I am in a healthy relationship and love being able to communicate. And I want to see people fuck that up. That's why I didn't. That's one of the reasons why I had a hard time getting through Catherine, was because I was just like, fuckers, talk to each other for God's sake.
That's funny.
I know this is a video game and it's about, that lack of communication and all this and how it causes problems, but fuck. God. But you get my point.
Yeah. I do want to watch that cult movie, though. The one that was really well animated, that actually seems kind of sweet.
Yeah, it looks really well made, but man, like, knowing all the background behind it, I don't know. I'd probably just be like, this is not okay. Like, also, I'd probably find it to be really stupid at a certain
I'll bet it probably would get pretty stupid at some point, but...
I don't know, it's just weird, like...
I just really want to see how just stupid it is.
It's tough, man. Like,
you know what I mean?
No, I get you.
Sometimes I just like to stare into the sun, you know?
Yeah...
That's just me, though. So.
No, I get you. Don't get me wrong.
It takes a certain type, and like, not everyone is that type.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like girlfriend is a different version of looking into the sun.
Maybe. Maybe that's your version of looking into the sun.
Yeah, see what I mean? Like, that would be my version of looking into the sun versus yours would be looking at that.
Like I said, I would be fine, except it just looked like it had way too much fan service that I would just get really tired of.
Yeah, no, same. Don't get me wrong. So. I'd probably give it, like, the good college try, and then, like, if it gets too fan servicey, I might just go read a couple of chapters even then at that point, because it's probably faster.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that. It's like maybe if you just read it, it's not as annoying because you can just scroll through it.
Yeah.
That's true. That actually might be not that bad.
Yeah. So, things to chew on, I guess, for me. But yeah, no, I don't know. I was just mad that that concept is just so good.
That is pretty funny.
It's like wasted potential, I guess. It's like one of those things. Like, you see something, you're like, you could have been something.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been like my own, like the modern era fucking Ranma, some shit. Kind of like in terms of
just weird character, weird romance kind of thing going on.
But no, it's kind of like how To Love Ru tried to be a Rusei Yatsura, but like way more fucking lewd.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why I'm just like don't want to see somebody comparing shit to Takahashi stuff.
Yeah, especially when it's like not that good. But yeah, that's probably also why I'm like even more curious now, is because they did the cute comparison to Shampoo, and I'm like, fuck, man, Shampoo is fucking hilarious.
Oh, Shampoo cracks me the fuck up.
Fuck, oh god. And then
too delicious, sweet and sour pork.
And then I'm gonna read it and then be fucking disappointed, and then we're gonna be back here on stream, and I'm gonna be talking about how disappointed I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is fine. I mean, it's whatever. They're consenting at least about it, and they're not like... That's what I like about it too, is they're not like that jealous, like he's trying to hide it, and then like...
Yeah.
Is that comedy?
It's not just like straight up cheating on them, which is fine. Like, It's
trying to do a
At least he's not straight up cheating on them,
It's like they're trying to do a polyamorous relationship, and they're trying to do it well-ish, maybe. Who knows? Probably not, because it's, anime. Because most of anime don't really, especially comedy, don't really try to touch on issues like that. At least not, in a serious sense. They usually are doing it in a more jokey sense. Like that one weather show that we saw. What was that thing called with the knocker-ups?
Oh my god. I don't remember what that was called, but that transformation was funny. Hold on. Oh, Ash says, I watched the first episode of Girlfriend, but didn't continue because I was pissed that the MC was happily with the first girl for years, but suddenly willing to add his new girl because checks notes, she cooks well, and he felt bad that she put so much effort to confess to him.
Okay. That's... it is a little weak. It is a little weak, actually, yeah.
Yeah, again, I don't know. Like I said, the plot seems dumb enough, like, to be funny, but
I'm just too old. I can't deal with all this fan service anymore. Not middle school.
I mean, yeah, I'm not really gonna probably care too much. Like most fan service, just like goes
I just
over
get
my
tired
head.
of. I just get tired of it.
I just don't even register.
It's like, okay, there's some boobs on screen, whatever.
It's funny because it's got
get back to the show.
Part of me just doesn't even register it anymore.
Just like,
It's like, oh yeah, that happened, right. This also doesn't help that I also draw a lot of characters and things like that. So like nudity, I'm like, oh, they drew it right. You know what I mean? Like, oh
yeah.
I look at it and I see it. I'm like, oh yes, that's actually correct. Good for them. And then that's the end of the conversation usually.
Yeah, I just want to get back to the show. This serves no purpose for the plot.
Yeah. I do remember seeing a joke. I can't remember. I think it was like on Tumblr. It was a screen cap. For the love of God, why is this like my phone always blows up right when we're streaming?
Ash says, I only tried it out because I was interested in the poly relationship portrayal, but it disappointed me.
That's a shame.
Cat, what is wrong? Cat, everyone's back home. Why are you crying? Okay, goodbye, Cat.
He just ran into your room.
But yeah, no, fan service doesn't usually bother me. Oh, but yeah, there was this one joke I saw where it was some character was they're a mangaka, I'm guessing, and they're at a park, and they're just like, no one likes my panty shots anymore. And then like some kid looking character shows up, and they're like, oh yeah, I read this all the time. Yeah, I feel like the author forgot who was wearing the panties. And the guy's like, oh shit, you're right. I was just so focused on getting the panty shots into the comic, I completely forgot who was wearing them. Thank you, young kid.
That's hilarious. I could also fucking agree with that, first of all.
Apparently the young kid was the editor-in-chief, too.
That's really funny.
Of the comic.
Yeah, because again, it's like, if I wanted to watch this, I would just go watch Agent Maeca again.
Oh, yeah.
You just want to watch mindless panty shots and boobs jiggle? Just go watch Agent Maeca.
Or go watch an actual fucking
That's all you need. That's it. At least has a semi-decent plot. What, kitty? What? Why are you crying? Don't you fucking run from me.
Don't you fucking run from me.
Why? Look, she's right over there. Why are you crying? Watch out, what was that?
Frame.
Yeah, can we do something about these?
Yeah, I just need to hang them up now.
Because they're going to end up breaking.
What, are you going to break them?
Well, if they fall like that, they could break. Like what happened with my picture?
Yeah.
So.
But I'm asking, are you going to break them?
What? No. I don't need to. Someone else will. The cat will run and hit them.
I like that joke, though. Just like, what are you planning on doing something? I just want to let the record show that this piece is not for any of y'all. This is strictly for me.
You're just going to keep it in your room?
No, I mean, we'll put it in the bin and I want to see what happens.
See if anyone notices it?
Yeah. Like, is this...
The one human being in the... on Earth other than you.
Yeah. It's like, is this Princess Crown? You never see this. And then they're going to walk away.
And then they're going to walk away. Yeah, and they're going to walk away.
And when they do, that's when I'll take it home.
That's when you'll take it out and rip it right in half.
No.
Like it was an invitation to Relina's birthday.
And I'll look you dead in the eye. And I'll say, I'll fucking kill you.
You can lie to me and tell me that that scene aged poorly, but it did not. It did not.
It aged.
It did not. That scene, beautiful. That scene was peak fucking anime.
It's aged, you know, like a fine milk.
It hasn't aged a fucking day, man. That's peak fucking anime.
Oh, lordy. That's funny.
Sabrina's like in the kitchen.
He's just mad that the door's closed, probably.
Probably. Yeah. I just opened it and he runs.
He knows. No, I can't, yeah. I still can't imagine an anime getting a polyamorous relationship right, especially not a fucking gag anime. I just stopped caring about whose panties these were.
That's hilarious. Stopped caring about who was in the panties.
I just got them in there because I thought that's what everyone wanted. Next chapter. My god, there's not a single panty shot. That's how I at least imagine it would probably went down.
Alright, well he's gotta get back to the character. He's gotta make you want to see the character's panties, not just generic panties.
Which honestly is just a weird
payoff.
It's just a weird fucking gimmick anyway. That like that's something you want to see. I don't know. It just feels weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Again,
I guess that's
everyone's been in middle school.
I mean, that's a Japanese. I feel like that's more. I don't remember being in middle school wanting to
I don't know. You know
look
what I
under
mean?
girl skirts and things like that. That just never was a thing.
I got nothing. I don't know.
Is that like a Japanese thing that I just don't?
It's gotta be.
Because yeah, I can't. I'm not in America at least.
That's true because they always have school uniforms only.
Yeah.
So.
Again, I just don't know the answer to that question. I'm just like, is that all they know about there? Is that all they care? Looking up fucking girls' skirts and shit.
I have no clue, honestly. It's only funny when it comes completely fucking out of nowhere to me. And like, it's the fact that it's being used usually is what's funny.
Yeah.
Like that fucking scene in Die Ranger when the Kiba Ranger transforms and is skateboarding all over town doing dumb shit. And he starts flipping girl skirts. Like, because it's so out of nowhere. Like, that's when it's funny. Just like the fact that it's there is funny because I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah, what was it? Oh god, that makes me think of something else too. I lost it. It was from you remember the Bimbo Megami Ga guy?
Yeah.
So they had this other manga, and it was pretty trashy. But I was like, oh, it's the Bimbo Megami Ga person, so it's going to be at least funny. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of funny. It was more trashy than it was funny. But basically the premise was that this chick is into this dude, but the only way she knows how to like get guys' attention is because she reads a manga that's basically just To Love Ru. And so she tries to get him with all of the tropes from those kinds of like, you know.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. Like it sounds really trashy, but also kind of funny.
Yeah, because it was
like Vigata HK. Vigata HK is trashy, but it's really fucking funny.
Yeah, it was just
that's like about the amount of fan service I can deal with.
So basically, there's like one chapter where she's just like got her butlers practicing falls for her so that she can figure out how to properly fall like the characters do to end up in those positions.
Oh my god.
So she has them like jumping off fucking diving boards onto each other, trying to get them to land like that. And and she's like, how come it works so easily in the manga, but it doesn't work at all like this? I was like, all right, this is funny.
That's hilarious, actually. That's really funny.
This show has been kind of this manga has been kind of trashy, and it also was only like 50 chapters. It was pretty short.
Okay.
Because again, I didn't think it was very good, but
yeah,
like, again, it had pretty funny characters and stuff like that, like tropes and stuff like that. But overall, it was just whatever. Like there's this one girl who like actually has that problem of the
oh, that's funny,
of
falling on everyone,
and she's just like, how does she do it? Like she's like legit wants her to join the student council so she can teach her how to fucking fall like that.
That's great.
And then you find out later it was because she was possessed by a succubus.
What?
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, it was just like, and then she like gets like this thing, like it's like a bracelet that'll like push all of the weird horny energy that's on her onto other people.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah. And basically it ends when she finds that the main girl, all of this stuff starts happening to her, and she's like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. And the other girl's just like, oh my god, she's suffering. I'm gonna take it off.
Takes the bracelet off.
Yeah, because she thinks that she's helping out the person.
That's
even
funny.
though she was just trying to get it to work with the guy that she's trying to date.
That's funny.
So I was like, okay, this is pretty fucking funny. Like,
okay, that actually sounds funny.
Yeah, it's just like, again, it was like overall it wasn't very good. Comparatively, I don't recommend reading it. I just that only those two parts about it were the only things that I was like, man, this is fucking hilarious.
That does,
which is a shame because like Bimbo Megami Ga is like a really fucking funny manga. You know that one, right?
I think I know the name. I remember the series.
It had the African American priest dude that was like perving on everyone.
That one, yes.
Yeah. Had the JoJo reference.
Yeah, I only remember a little bit of it. I never like read it or anything. I just know of it.
Yeah, it was a pretty silly one. It was like really fucking funny.
I miss my Cursed Gay Island manga. I wish that was in English. It never got finished being scanlated, and now it's not even on Mangakala anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? That shit was so funny.
My Cursed Gay Island.
The Cursed Gay Island manga. That shit was way too funny.
But yeah, no, that manga was trash, but man, I fucking thought it was hilarious. Because again, it was like one of those like...
it's like ripping on all the tropes.
It was ripping on all the tropes manga.
Yeah, I like stuff that does that.
But at the same time, though, if you rip on all the tropes, you kind of fall victim to the tropes.
Yeah.
So
because you're like kind of doing it yourself.
You have to do it to make fun of it.
To make fun of it, yeah.
So it's like it was at least very smart in what it did, and I'm kind of glad it didn't go on for too long.
Yeah, because you'll run out of stuff to do.
But basically the main premise is the girl's trying to get with the guy, and the guy keeps thinking she's trying to kill him.
Nice, I love it.
But yeah, it was really just whatever.
Oh
well.
That's how it goes.
How it goes. Some of these great ideas just fall flat, fall victim to their own horny.
Yep. This wasn't meant to be.
Nope.
It's like some of those awesome one-shots that I wish were real series.
Oh, yeah.
Like that one with the fucking ninja clothes or whatever.
Yeah.
That one was fucking awesome. I wish that was a real series. I would fucking read the shit out of that one. That one and the one the Gintama guy did.
Yeah.
With the student who was frozen in the hallway for like 100 years or whatever, how many years it was. That one with the ultimate fucking delinquent, that one was hilarious. I definitely would have continued reading that. Oh my god, he's dying.
He always is.
I just open the door and he runs. That's all I have to do now. He just whoosh, he's gone. I'll go play with him after this.
Yeah, I got a bunch of messages from my group chat that I need to message back, apparently.
Just absolute madness going down.
They seem to have said a lot of comments about the comic, and I need to know what they said in full context, so I know how to respond. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not perfect, you know.
No. Nothing ever I will do is going to be perfect.
Yeah. It's hard to find anything in this world that's perfect.
One Piece.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, to be fair, though, One Piece also does have the Davy back fight, so...
That's true. That's true.
Even he knows that he didn't think that was very good.
Bro, when are the Foxy Pirates going to come back again, though?
They did come back in the anime for filler.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah. I only heard about that because I saw, like, different photos of them because I was looking into, like, there was, like, a whole article on filler and, like... I think the article was like filler that probably would make sense if it was actually canon, is what the article was about.
That's funny. I think some of those characters did show up again, though, didn't they? 'Cause I feel like someone was in the back of some shot one time or something.
I do know that there's some like random characters in like the movies and stuff like that.
That might be what I'm thinking of. I feel like they were somewhere in a movie or something.
Because I remember the what is his name, the ramen guy, the ramen Kempo guy.
Yeah.
He was in the background of the Gold movie.
Yeah. I do remember that dude.
This is for me, and this is for me alone.
Mm-hmm.
And the one person that's going to buy it who says, "Holy shit, Princess Crown Art, what year is it?"
Right.
Or the person who just says, "Wow, I've never seen this before."
Never see this. Immediately
walks away.
They don't say anything else. They just walk right away.
It's like some weird sort of power.
It really is.
It's like some sort of weird fucking like you say the chant and then you're able to walk away.
Yeah, like it puts a spell on them or something.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, "Oh my god, it's the thing," and then like they look at it and they're just like, "I've never seen this." And they walk off like they've been fucking geased by the picture or something.
Yeah, they just got geassed.
Yeah, straight up.
I didn't do it for you. It's like that. You've seen Rocky Horror Picture, right?
Yeah.
Like when
I've seen it once, like all the way through one time.
They were giving the guy shit, Dr. Frankenfurter shit for the design for the man that he made.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like, "I didn't make it for you."
Mm-hmm.
Come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver in anticipation. What the fuck?
That was loud, whatever that was.
Alright. Alex! I think that's what they're saying.
You're pretty close with those smudges.
Yeah. Yeah, just like right here is where we had a smudge, but that was from the...
Well, no, there's the one from your hand down by your skirt.
Oh, that was from the towel.
Oh, I thought your hand did that.
Nope, that was the towel that did that.
It looks like it's like perfect spot for your hand to smudge something.
Nope, it was the
like,
towel.
Damn, that's tragic.
It's the towel this time.
Gotcha.
Alright, that's it for me.
No, that looks great though.
Yeah.
This one was a lot cleaner too, I think.
Yeah.
So definitely getting better. Yeah, these look really good too. I like the green and the purple. They look kind of nice together. It's like Evangelion, you know.
Oh yeah.
So.
Wait, what? Jinkataxis is in Kamikawa?
Oh, he is? Okay, the rumor was he was going to be at Strixhaven, but everyone knew he was showing up next for some reason. I forgot why. Thank you, Ash. Ash says they both look great.
Awesome.
And we're going to look up the Muscle Girl, the Brick House Amazon. And we've got this very regal princess over here. Yeah, these look good. Yeah, I'm not shocked. There have been, because, what's his name? Voronclix or whatever, the green one, was on Kaldheim. So they've been, like, venturing out. They somehow found a way to go to other planes.
Mm-hmm.
Muscle Girls, Muscle Goals. Hell yeah, you gotta get shredded.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, then you gotta carry your man over the threshold.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
This makes me think of Ellen. So I go, that's why I'm getting shredded. So she could fight the kangaroo.
Right. Yeah, no, this looks good.
Yeah, I think we did good.
Yeah.
I got 6 more of these things to do before
WeebCon?
WeebCon, so should be good.
Yeah, right. Oh, we'll be back on what, Thursday, right?
Yep, back on Thursday.
All right, so we're going to bounce. You have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us again. We'll catch you Thursday. So watch a Funky Space Wizard battle. And, yeah, we'll see you.
See you.
Yeah, have a great night.